Okay, here we go. I don't know, the second mission of the game? The first real mission, because the first one's a tutorial? I don't know what you want to call it.
Object that was shot down during the exercise turned out to be a Russian
Well,
drone.
they flew it
The
too
official
close,
line is
so
that it was shot down to prevent an air collision with our jets training nearby. But
I guess,
Russians
where was the
refused
border
to go
at?
along with that story and maintained that it was flying on their side of the border.
So it was on our
Flying
side.
on the wrong side of the border, right?
Well, it was hit in the Lithuanian airspace, but ended up a few meters on the other side of the frontier. So, as you can imagine, they jumped on the occasion to create their own narrative. In any case, the
So in
Lithuanian
this,
government has closed
it's
their
the Russians'
borders with
fault.
Belarus
They
and
actually started
Kaliningrad
it.
until the end of the investigations.
And
As a response,
I think
the
there's like a
Russians
Russian
placed all their
campaign
troops
too,
at the
right?
border
So in the
on
Russian
high
campaign,
alert
does the
and
US
sent a
start it?
quote-unquote
Like no matter who you play, you're the good guy?
military convoy carrying humanitarian
That would make
aid
sense.
to Kaliningrad. They are approaching the town of Lazdishe as we speak.
And nobody thought about stopping them?
It's a tricky situation. The Lithuanians cannot block humanitarian convoys without breaking international treaties.
Humanitarian my ass. We can't let that happen. The so-called humanitarian convoy is like spitting in our face.
Choose your difficulty.
Williams,
What was I
where
just
are
playing
units in
on?
the area?
That's what I want to know.
Second Cav is training nearby. If they move it once, they should be able to intercept the convoy before it reaches the
Do not
city
fire
of
unless
Lazdishe.
fired upon.
This isn't much, but it'll have to
Does
do.
this tell me
Dispatch
anything
her
about...
immediately.
No.
General, don't you see what's happening? The drone, the convoy, half the Russian army are on high alert on the other side of the frontier. This whole situation could very well be a false flag operation. If you rush into this convoy with blazing guns, this would certainly give them a justification
I really
for a
don't
strong
know. I guess
military
we'll just
response.
pick the middle one and see what
They wouldn't
happens.
dare. They're only
I feel like I need to
testing
put it on easy because I'm not too good. I'm creating a battle group. I like the sound of that. I'm not sure why the like cutscene is windowed essentially in not like full screen. Oh, hello.
The convoy has been spotted a few miles down.
So we gotta
this
stop
highway,
the
sir.
convoy, but we can't shoot at them unless
No
they shoot
time
at
to
us.
lose, then. This crossroad is the last position where we can stop them before they reach the city. Send your troops there immediately, Commander.
So basically rush ahead. Okay. Let's pause it. So here's my spawn point. These are friendly troops then that I can't control. This is the crossroads. Were they coming from that way? Or from this way or from that way? I would think it would be the big road, but I don't know. Okay, so I've only got 500. There's nothing else to capture. So what can we do with 500? What do we have? We've got the striker with the mortar, and it's got a M240 truck with no weapons. That's going to carry supplies, I'm going to guess. Striker with the javelin. Striker with the tow. Striker with a 105 millimeter gun. Oh, but only 18 rounds. Oof. We've just got what's troopers? Just generic troops. We've got some scouts. Striker with the javelin. So I'm kind of thinking the mortar would be good. Well, I got 500 though. The mortar would be good. I would like... See, this guy's got 12 missiles, though. Or 18 cannon rounds. What, I want to hover over the 2 types of ammo. Okay, let's get you. So this is the one with the mortar, so I'm going to park it there. Can I? No, can't do that. Okay. The tow missile will be there. Let's get some troopers in a truck. Oh, they're going to use 2 trucks. And I kind of... Where are we coming from? Yeah, we got to use trucks. Okay. Should I push up to that building or should I stay back here? I'm kind of inclined to stay back here because if they come down this road, that's pretty good line of sight. All right, I'm going to bring these 2 guys back here then. All right. Spacebar to play? Nope. Okay.
Proceeding to next base of fire. Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
The convoy is approaching. We're tracking its position with a drone.
Like a rocket
Hurry
sled.
up.
Okay, it is coming
Capture
from
the
that way.
crossroad before they reach it.
Remember,
Oh, I'll get there
this
first.
is officially a humanitarian convoy, and unless proven otherwise, it must be considered as such. Act with extreme caution here, General.
This
Yes,
guy,
of
why is he
course.
telling the general what to do?
Commander, make sure our troops are instructed to
Pretty
hold
sure the
their
general
fire
knows more about
and engage
military strategy
only
than
if
that
fired
guy.
upon.
Okay, I pause it right now. Press H or return to fire button in order to order your troops to engage only if fired upon.
Order ready to engage, sir.
Is that a new button over here?
Artillery, hold your fire.
That's hold my fire.
Fire when ready.
Is hold my fire the same as fire when you're fired upon? I don't feel like it is.
Counter battery only. ATGM carrier.
Okay, now that time he said counter battery only, which makes me think they're gonna shoot back.
Copy. Fire only when fired upon.
Okay,
Need supplies?
I can't select the troops then, huh? I have no control over. Oh, he's got a little red icon, so he's on hold fire too.
We are holding the crossroad, General. They're approaching rapidly. Maybe they didn't see us. Shall we fire a warning shot?
Can't pause it.
Negative. Hold your fire.
They just
Stay
said
in the
don't
middle
shoot
of
at
the
him. Can
road.
I fire
Show
a
them
warning
we're
shot?
here,
Get out of
and they'll
here.
Back off.
Can you let me pause the game? Thank you.
Striker awaiting orders.
I want you aim right down the road.
Next waypoint received. Roger. Moving out.
I think I just told him to.
Striker reporting in. Back up, back up. Logistics.
I want you to unload in this building. I want you to unload in this building.
End of the line. Everybody out. Departing.
I want you to be there. Okay, you don't have to drive up to the building. Okay. I really need spacebar to be paused.
Weapons team at your orders. Solid copy. Returning fire only. Watch your fire. Logi here.
Can I tell you to return to base? Do I get the money back if they, like, are they gonna actually disappear back at the spawn point?
It looks like they're hesitating.
I guess they weren't expecting us. Come on, now is the moment of truth. Either they go back or they try to pass in force.
Let's get the one with the cannon up here. Is it wise to park them right by each other? Probably not. I probably should like hide it better than that.
Look, they're moving back.
Already there.
Thank God we won't have a war on our hands today.
Well,
Congratulations,
I want a
General.
war.
I have to admit, I didn't think it would be that easy.
Setting people up here.
No, wait. They turn left.
They're gonna
What
come
are
down
they
this other
doing?
road.
They're trying another approach to bypass us. Commander, redeploy your troops on these crossroads. Show them we're not here by accident.
This
Don't
road's
forget to call reinforcements.
terrible.
We'll need all the help we can get to cover all these crossing points.
I'm gonna.
Heavy weapons here.
I don't like this.
Get in that building.
I'm gonna send one of them up there.
Weapons
How do
team
I
standing by.
select the other one? Oh, okay, I did not mean to do that.
Weapons team here.
Left one go here.
Check that building.
Right one go
We have a
here.
building to
Oh, I
secure.
don't feel good about this.
Mortar ready. Send
The mortar
coordinates.
can move up to
Artillery
here.
relocating.
The tow missile. I'm still gonna leave it
Already there.
there. Where's the other one?
Striker, ready for
The
action.
cannon.
Roger.
I'm not sure what the line of sight looks like on that. I wish that one had more ammo. I mean, I can call in. I'm not sure if I want... If he's here, I want him to be within supply range. I don't know if putting this here kind of is... I just did it wrong. That left click, right click thing. Now will I get 55 back when these guys return to base?
Ain't nothing gonna get in our way.
That is a long drive. No. Oh wait, yeah, he did. Just took some minute. I probably should have more infantry. Do they... Surely they have actual troops and not just vehicles. Oh, this crossroads? That's where you want me to be? Okay.
Need some heavy firepower.
Load the troops in that striker.
Weapons team.
Can you
ready.
guys go in that striker?
Look alive.
I don't know if they can, because that's not like a transport one.
Mortar at your command, sir.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting in there.
Heavy weapons ready. Do you like big guns too?
Yeah, I don't think they can get in there, because that's not a troop transport one. So I got to send the striker up by itself. Oof. This is the one with the mortar. We'll put it in the middle.
Relocating to the
This is
next
gonna get a little
emplacement.
sketchy.
Striker here.
I'm gonna send you with the tow down to here.
Pedal to the metal.
Where's the one with the cannon?
Combat vehicle at your command, sir. Moving out. Moving there now. I love big guns. Get in that building.
I'm gonna leave them there because I'm gonna assume I need to keep this point captured to keep points, but
Get your asses in
they're
that
never gonna
building.
get there. Okay, the supplies need to change too. I feel like if they're trying to go this way, I probably want supplies over here. Click the wrong button again. Man, I can't figure it out.
Supply truck ready to transport. Looks like we got
Because if this guy runs out of ammo, what are they going to come this way so he could still get him? Or are they going to go this way? I don't know. Okay, just because of the distance. Like I want infantry, but I literally can't do anything else. So I put some infantry there. There's more trucks over here. I don't know if everybody's on hold fire either. All right.
Roger. We're on the move.
They've stopped again.
War is going to be over before those guys make it. They're not stopping here. Vehicle. What do I have over here? I have a tow, right? Let's get another tow.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Okay, they did stop. Good. I don't know why you're driving out in the field. Wait, where are you going?
Enemy soldiers have dismounted from the trucks and started moving in our direction.
I don't.
We got positive identification.
Pretty sure I told you to go here.
This is a game of chicken. Whoever shoots first takes the blame. What happened?
We're Oscar Mike.
Why did your men open fire? Your instructions were not to
Who opened
engage.
fire? Oh,
You're
this
the
guy?
one on the ground assessing the situation, Miller. The commander certainly had his reasons. His first duty is to ensure the safety of his men.
Well, we totally screwed the pooch on that one.
Clearly to push us into a corner, and you fell for it like a
I
fool.
don't know why I
You have
told my
no
guys to go to a
idea
very
about the
specific
shit
spot and
you
they
just
drove
stirred
way
up.
out.
Armed vehicles are detaching from the bulk of the convoy. They're moving up in our direction. Prepare for an assault.
Establish defensive positions in the buildings near the crossroads on our
Literally,
flank, Commander.
all of them are supposed to be down here, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to take the road. I'm going to drive out through the
One
field.
of these positions is overwhelmed. Fall back on the main crossroad. And
I guess this guy wasn't on hold fire. I don't know.
Williams, drop a bomb on the road in front of him as a warning. We must show where our red line stands.
Who wants a skylight for his house?
First crossroad secured.
Okay, let me pause it.
I scrambled
Let me
jets
pause
to
it.
Provide fire support, but they won't be there before
Yeah.
30 minutes. Your orders are simple. Hold at
My
all
orders, yeah.
costs
I need to
until they
pause the
arrive.
game, though, right now, so
Your
I can
men
do a
will
bunch
never
of
hold that
things,
long.
please.
Give me a minute. We have a pair of AC-130 gunships in the area. I will demand they be rerouted in your direction.
Who are you actually working with now, Miller?
Just use the plane and don't ask questions. They will be there in about 10 minutes.
Next waypoint received.
Second crossroad secured, sir.
Get your asses out of my vehicle. Right here. We're in combat. Clear fire only. Copy that. Group 3 reporting in.
Oh, you're going to let me pause the game now? Thanks.
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me.
Okay, I want you to unload your supplies. I wish it gave me like a circle so I could kind of tell.
Unloading.
I want these troops to go in this building.
Armored transport ready.
I want you to face that way. You're facing that way.
Fighting vehicle
I need
here.
you to be on.
Fire only when fired upon.
No?
Finger on the
Hi, Editor Ken here from the future. So at this point in the video, I muted my mic to cough, and then I unmuted my mic, or so I thought. I have a Stream Deck. I looked over after I unmuted, and the little red line wasn't through the mic, so I think I'm talking. I could have looked at OBS
available, sir.
and verified that I was talking, but no, I didn't. For the entire rest of the video, no microphone. I'm on mute the entire time, and I don't know it. So I'm going to do a voiceover here. I don't do voiceovers like this, so it's a little difficult for me because number one, I'm not used to doing it, and I don't remember. It's so much easier when you're playing it because I'm just saying out loud what I'm thinking, and now, like, what am I thinking, right? So I'm trying to hold the secondary objectives. I pushed, I didn't know where, when the Russians got to the secondary, were they going to go, are they just trying to get past me, or are they trying to take the primary? Like, I don't know where they're going exactly, right? So I pushed more troops over onto the left crossroad because I'm thinking, like, that's going to be harder to defend because it's farther away. So I got more people there. I don't have as many people at the middle crossroad, and I have almost nobody at the primary because from what I can see, everybody's shifted over to the two secondaries. And I think I still got the game paused. Oh, and so I've got these strikers with tow missiles, and I've got the strikers with the 100 and whatever it was, 105? I don't remember. It was 105 or 120 millimeter gun or whatever it was. And I was trying to get a cannon and a tow at each of the crossroads and some infantry, right? Because you've got to have infantry. And as I've played this game a little more, I've learned you really have to have infantry. These light armored vehicles are not tanks. They're not tanks. Even the tanks can go down to big weapons like that in the back. I don't know what that is. That's like the Russian version of the tow missile or something. I don't know. It's just a ground crew, but they've got a big missile launcher. Why is that shooting way over there? I don't know, when there's people coming down the road directly at them. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this isn't good. The left is getting overwhelmed. And I think I popped smoke, but that didn't work for me because I can't shoot at them because those guys can't see. They're still revealed by the people at the other crossroads. So these two Jeep things, I don't know what they are, we'll call them technicals. They're coming right down the road at these guys. These guys could have totally wasted those two things, but they couldn't see them because of the smoke. They drive right up into our face. That one blows up, and then the other one blows up. Now, I mean, that's a striker. I don't know if those are 50 cals or if those are bigger than 50 cals, because they could be bigger than 50 cals. So I guess maybe that would kill a striker. I don't know. So at this point, we've lost the left crossroad, and they took my supplies from me. That's where most of my troops were. I had some at the middle. They're going to get overwhelmed. And I'm like, okay, I've got nobody on the right. Like, I'm in trouble because now they're pushing on that main road down to the right. So I think at this point, I'm just like, okay, I got to start bringing as many people as I can in and just put them in the right. We're not going to try to retake that one, and we're not even going to try to hold this one. Oh yeah, I had brought supplies in too for the two vehicles. One of the vehicles gone. That one's getting ready to get blown up. I think I was trying to get the supplies back over here. I don't think I made it. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Then I'm just going to call in some javelins. Yeah, I call in some javelins. The thing with the light armor is, like, these strikers are very powerful. Any of the light armor is very powerful when you use it correctly. When you don't use it correctly, they just get smoked, like, right away. So now I'm down to just those troops. I know there's no way I can retreat those troops because once they get out in the open, they're dead. As long as they're in that building, though, they're going to tie some other troops up for a while. So I'm like, okay, those guys can delay. So at this point, I've got these guys in this building.
Be advised,
I've got a truck with another team of guys there.
Approaching on the highway. They're accompanied by self-propelled howitzers.
I'm bringing
this
in a
time.
javelin, and I'm trying to figure out where to hide it. I need it to take out vehicles, but I need it to not be as exposed. So I was hoping kind of hiding it there. They can't see it until it comes down the main road and gets close, and then it, you know, takes them out. Those guys aren't going to do anything. That's the striker javelin. I can't remember what that other one is. I know I call a mortar in soon because I'm thinking like that. And that's the other thing with the javelins or with the striker. See, now look, boom, boom. They do awesome when you've got them in the right spot and the enemy can't hit them. But once you have to expose them to shoot, and then once you expose them, they get wasted. So I start trying to go with the mortars. Artillery is very powerful because you can hide it behind stuff and still shoot over. So yeah, and I was trying to find a good spot because I'm like, he needs to watch down there. Now look, they've got their big artillery. I don't even have anybody down there, and they're blowing that checkpoint up. I've just got the 2 javelin strikers. Oh, the striker up there in the right is trying to get those guys up to that building and put them in that building. And then I think I was gonna hide that striker over there. I'm trying to call in supplies. Oh yeah, because I'm gonna bring the mortar in, and I'm trying to get the supply truck there so the mortar can keep going. And again, look, those javelins doing good work. They took that guy out, but the problem is there's too many of them. Grab the supplies. I think that's the mortar. Yes, that's the one with the mortar. So I'm setting up a mortar and supplies behind that building, which is good. The problem is I just have 2 sets of troops in that building. I think, yeah, the other troops are still in that striker, or maybe I put them in the building. I can't tell from here. Calling another javelin in. And I know I've got to take this stuff out that's coming from the left. Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, these guys, they're still in this thing. I don't know why he drove up there like that. And I'm like, ah, stop. So I'm trying to get those guys in the building. I got to get that javelin out of there. And then he just goes tearing off through the middle of the field. Like, oh, okay. So at this point, I'm looking at all those vehicles and see how far back that artillery is. Yeah. I'm worried, but I'm also looking at the AC-130 in 4 minutes. And I'm thinking, I just need to delay these guys. We're not going to beat them. We're not going to win. We just have to slow them down until air support gets here. My mortar, yep, my mortar's there with supplies. Now see, I've lost the other javelin on the left. I lost that javelin on the left just now. I've got the one in the smoke. I've got another one coming up. Those guys finally made it in the building, but there's only 3 of them. So I've got 3 squads and 3 strikers with javelins, and then the mortar. Okay, I'm unloading him, so the mortar's got plenty of rounds. But then, like, man, that's a lot of troops coming. That's a lot of people coming. So we're going to start mortaring him. Javelin's still doing pretty good. I don't even know what he just took out over there in the field. And as soon as I see that thing, I'm like, oh, that javelin's going to go soon. But, like, I can't. I need to pull it back, but I can't pull it back because there's too much stuff out here. Okay, the one on the right's gone. I've got 2 squads in that building, the javelin, and then the mortar. Now, they had said, like, oh, there's some Lithuanian artillery. It took me a minute to realize I had to call it in, so I tried to call it in there, which was stupid. They have such a massive range, I should have just literally called it in right by the spawn point, and then they could have set way back there and been hidden and shoot way up here. All I've got left now is the mortar. And I'm just like, oh, we just got to delay, right? I got 2.5 minutes. We got to try to delay. That guy's getting ready to get taken out. Okay, now I realize, like, oh no, like, I can't go way up there. So I just stop him on the road because I just want him to start shooting immediately. That was a mistake because I left him on the road. So as soon as the stuff starts coming down the road around the bend there, they got direct line of sight. I should have got that artillery in cover, but I'm panicked at this point. And look, 2 minutes, 12 seconds on the AC-130. Oh yeah, and the truck's going to try to race troopers up to this building because they've given me this like fallback position here to hold. So I'm like, okay, we just gotta slow them down. 2 minutes now. I just gotta like slow these guys for 2 minutes and then hope the AC-130s come in and just waste everybody. Those guys aren't even gonna make it in the building, I don't think. Oh yeah, and then that vehicle comes around the corner. Just lost an artillery piece, lost another artillery piece. Those troops are still trying to get in the building. But then, minute and a half, right? I'm like, can I hold this for 90 seconds? We just gotta hold for 90 seconds. Okay, those guys made it in the building, but there's only one of them, so he's not gonna last very long. So I have, oh, and he's gone. I'm like, all right, I've got nothing but artillery. And I wasn't using my points because I'm like, I don't know when the AC-130, and I got one artillery piece too, and see how he's in the open. They're just getting lit up down that road. But I'm saving my points because I'm thinking when I get access to the AC-130, do I need to call it in like I call in the artillery, right? I'm not sure. So now I've just lost everything. And I'm like, okay, 50 seconds. Let's just, whatever we got, let's throw it up there and let's stop them from capturing that point.
The cavalry has
Okay,
arrived.
now this gets a little confusing. The AC-130 gunship's there. There's 4 of them over on the right. This big thing on the left has popped up on my screen telling me it's, 260 to call it in. I can't close that. I'm guessing it's some kind of bug. But literally, I can't close that big window. It's just, there it is, and I can't close it. Then there's those 4 AC-130s listed. 2 of them show up, and I'm like, okay. The timer still says 15 seconds, and I'm like, you guys aren't even shooting anybody. Oh, and then we lost. I kind of saw the writing on the wall the moment we lost the left checkpoint that I had the wrong strategy. And I know a bunch of the things I did was wrong. I was just thinking like, we just got to hold till the AC-130s get here. So this time we're going to play again. And I'm right away, I say like, I'm not going to go for the secondary objectives at all. I'm not going to go into those checkpoints over there. I don't care. Let them have those crossroads. I'm going to fortify the main crossroad. And I'm going to start putting people at the fallback position.
The convoy has been spotted a few miles down this highway, sir.
Because I'm not even going to try to win. We're not trying to win. We're just trying to hold out until we get air support.
Send your troops there immediately, Commander.
Okay, so here we go. And I'm only going to focus on that. And the other thing, and I don't think I really learned it yet on this map, but like the light vehicles, like you got to play them right. And the vehicle can get blown up so fast. The infantry takes longer. So when you're trying to delay, you want as much infantry in buildings as you can possibly have, because that's what's going to slow the enemy down. So I'm trying to get a bunch of infantry up there. And I know like I'm going to put somebody in that building. I'm trying to decide, do I want to put people over there on the right again? I don't know. Even now, I just coughed, and my Stream Deck had to push the button twice to get it to unmute.
The convoy is approaching. We're tracking its position.
So I'm calling in as much infantry as I possibly can. I want to be infantry heavy in as many buildings as I can, because that's going to slow them down. We're not playing to win. We're just playing to delay.
Yeah, of course.
I think I also noticed there how the truck was faster than the Striker, which makes sense, of course, because, one of them's just a truck and the other one's armored. Oh, the first time, too, they had told me to hold fire, and I didn't hold fire on all the troops, and I lost a secondary objective. So this time I was actually trying to hold fire. It got a little frustrating, though, later when I can shoot, that some of them were still on hold fire, and when I select all and click hold fire, it tells them all to hold fire. So then I select it all and hold fire, and it's like hold fire. It's like you can't select all and unhold fire for some reason. Okay, so I'm trying to see much heavier on the infantry in those 3 buildings. I've got a javelin back there, and I'm trying to figure out like, I want the javelin to have line of sight down the road to shoot at stuff coming down that road. But he's also going to get just smoked right there.
Look, they're moving back.
Thank God we won't have a war on
I know
our
I need
hands
more
today.
artillery, so I'm going to start off with the mortar.
I have to admit, I didn't think it would be that easy.
And that's a good spot because he's
No, wait.
hidden from the building on the
They
left,
turn
hidden
left.
from the building in the
What are you
front.
doing?
The guys coming down the main road won't really have a line on him.
Approach to bypass us. Commander, redeploy your troops on these crossroads. Show them we're not
Yeah,
here
not gonna
by
happen.
accident.
I think right there I'm just going, yeah, we're not taking that, buddy.
Reinforcements. We'll need all the help we can get to
Now here's
cover
what's
all
weird.
these crossing
This did
points.
not happen the first time where they said something about reinforcements. Oh, maybe it wasn't here. I was saying something there, but I don't know what I said. I'm explaining something. Do I call? Yep, more troops. I'm trying to max out on troops. Oh yeah, and those I'm going to try to run up into that building. When do the reinforcements show up? Oh, I'm paused. That's why.
10-4, we're moving.
Okay. So those guys are coming in.
Logistics ready. Hold
I'm
fire.
trying to remember to put everybody on hold fire since I screwed that up last time.
They've stopped again.
Bringing more troops up. Oh yeah, and I think I'm going to stick those over there,
Copy. Reload.
even behind the other ones.
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. Logi here
So we've
said-
got 4 squads. 5th squad's coming in. We've got a mortar and we've got a javelin striker. And another javelin striker.
Enemy soldiers have dismounted from
Yep,
the
I'm going to
trucks
put... So
and started
these
moving
guys are
our
going to go in that
direction.
building up there, and the other guy's going to go in the building below.
Identification
So
of weapons. I repeat, PID of weapons.
Hold your fire.
got him in.
This is a game of chicken.
Then I tell that truck to
Whoever
go
shoots
back.
first takes the blame.
We've got our mortar.
Whoever gets shot first dies. Williams, drop a bomb on the road in front
This
of
part
us
I don't
as a
understand. They're like,
warning.
drop a bomb.
We
I don't have a
must show where
bomb.
our red
Who's got a
line
bomb?
stands.
Oh, and I think I wanted to pause there, and I can't. Like, when they're talking, sometimes you can pause and sometimes you can't. There's a lot going on in this game at once, and I kind of need to pause sometimes. Okay, and I got those guys going in there.
Our drone has been shot
1,
down.
2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 squads of infantry and 5 buildings. We've got 2 javelin strikers, and we've got a mortar striker.
Armed vehicles are
Now see there, I
detached from the
select
bulk of the
everybody, and I
convoy.
click the
They're
hold
moving
fire,
up in our
and they're all
direction.
still on hold
Prepare
fire.
for an assault.
I click them individually, though, right? And I click them all again. Return fire. They're all, not just the ones I took it off, but they're all on hold fire. It's like selecting all hold fire, no matter how many times you click it, just holds fire. It doesn't take it off. So now I'm trying to manually, because it wouldn't let me, it wouldn't let me pause. I wanted to pause and unhold fire on everybody, and it wouldn't let me. So I'm frantically trying to run around and turn everybody off, because I want them to shoot the moment they see somebody.
Transport ready.
Who are you actually working with now, Miller?
Just use the planes and don't ask questions. They will be there in about 10 minutes.
Our flank is starting to crumble. You can abandon ground to gain time, Commander, but make sure you keep control of the main crossroad.
Calling another mortar in. At some point, the reinforcements show up. That didn't happen in the first playthrough. Okay, I'm verifying everybody is set to return fire immediately. So 2 striker javelins, 2 mortars, 5 squads. I still have another infantry. Yep. And I'm going to bring them in. And I think, yep, I put them back here because now I'm thinking, okay, the fallback position. And I couldn't remember. I'm like, is it there or here? And I'm like, no, it's definitely here. So I also start bringing people in because if all those guys get wiped, I want some people in these buildings just to stop them from capping it as fast and try to hold out until the AC-130s show up. And then I'm calling a tow up because I know there's going to be these vehicles. And so I'm thinking they're going to come down the road and get super close and he's going to hit him. Maybe he can shoot him on that other road. But then I'm like, but then from the left, they're going to take him. And so then I'm thinking, okay, here he can shoot way over there onto that left road and the other 2 roads can't get him. It's tricky trying to figure out where to place stuff. And I'm bringing another javelin in. Yeah, see, and I don't know where a good spot is to put them. And then I kind of go back to that where I was going to put that one in the first place. So we've got 4 striker javelins, 2 mortars, 5 squads up there, and then 1 squad in the fallback position.
Roger. Moving in next way.
And we got 10 minutes.
Our flank is completely overwhelmed. Miller, if you think you can try a diplomatic approach to convince them to return to Russia, now would be the time.
Nope. No diplomacy.
A handful of Lithuanian units.
Okay, see, this did not happen in the other playthrough. And I'm like, Lithuanian units? And I'm like, is that the artillery? But no, that's not the artillery. Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Supply truck ready to transport. Roger. Blip inside. Heading back to base.
So once those 2 strikers get up, then we'll be good. We'll have everything set that I'm trying to get. Can't call any more infantry in, so that's good. Can't call any more mortars in. See, my first priority is infantry, second is mortars, and then third is, okay, strikers. Yeah, and I think I was thinking about putting that guy back there. So I'm like, oh, I could put him here. Or maybe I should put him up there, but then he's going to get killed. I don't know. And I'm like, man, that guy's like right in the open too. Like, should I move him? And I was kind of thinking, are those trees going to block the view from the left, but let him shoot up the road? I don't know.
Roger. Moving out.
And there, all the Lithuanians show up. That did not happen in the first game. I know I've said that 3 times, but I couldn't remember when they come in. So all these guys come in. I'm like, man, where were they at in the first game? So I guess it kind of worked out to not hold the crossroads at all. So we're down to 8 minutes, 45 seconds until the AC-130s. And we haven't even fired a shot yet. Oh, and then I'm thinking like, okay, I need more infantry. And I'm like, what about these scout guys? Like, infantry in a building is better than nothing because it's going to slow them down. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to start calling these scout guys in, and I'm just going to start fortifying the secondary.
Order available, sir.
Get the mortar going on the infantry.
Coordinates received.
And I'm like, don't I have another mortar? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do.
Who wants a skylight for his house? Solid copy. Fire mission received.
The javelin took that one out on the right. Now see that mortar right there, I feel like is totally hidden. That striker totally hidden because it's a complete line of trees in front of him that you can't see through. But they were, I think, shooting through the trees at me, or maybe they were shooting at the other guy and they were just missing and it was hitting me. I don't know which. That thing I'm scared of because that wrecked us in the first game.
We're in combat. Send your orders.
Redirect the mortar.
Logistics ready.
Think that guy's... Is he returning to base? Or is... No, he's bringing in the recon troops or whatever they were. I can't remember. Those guys, the scouts. Yeah, because I'm like, I need to call more infantry in. We've still got 8 minutes left. Yeah. So that'll get us a regular squad of troops there and then 2 of the scouts there.
Rolling on double nickel.
And then that missile, and I'm like, oh. Then take out my javelin. And what's weird is that missile thing on the road, it's just guys in the street. They're just completely exposed in the street, and the mortar's coming down right on top of them. I got that javelin out of there just in time. And luckily that missile went into the ground. Yeah, but look, it's just guys on the street, and there's like a fire there in front of them.
Order ready. Send
I know I keep pausing it too, but like it's, I don't know, it's like you kind of got to stop and look at everything and think. I think that was when I was coughing again. And I'm like, we got to take these guys out. It's just people standing in the street. Oh, and then I'm looking at that. I'm like, Where'd all those cars, where'd all those guys get over there? And where'd all the Lithuanians go? But it's okay, because I've got I pushed, my left flank back some.
Unloading.
And then we're going to get the scouts into these buildings.
Cargo dump.
So when we have to fall back, I've already got that set. So at this point, I'm still very nervous, but I'm thinking, like, based on last time,
Order ready.
surely we can hold out for another minute
Copy.
and give those AC-130s a chance. Nice. I don't know why it's so hard to kill guys completely out in the open.
Our vehicle can't take much more of it.
Oh yeah, and then that thing is getting hit from way down there by that missile. And yeah, see, I thought like I was blocked. I'm like, oh yeah, they won't be able to shoot through there. Oh no, they were shooting through there. So then I'm trying to figure out, like, where am I going to put these things? It's so hard with the light vehicles because you've got to put them somewhere where they can shoot, but then they're going to get hit. That's the nice thing about artillery. Yeah, and so then I'm like, you know what?
Fuck out of here.
No, let's just pull a couple guys back.
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. Need supplies?
Send those guys back to base. Try to get my points back. The javelin is so effective. It's just, man, that striker gets killed fast. Now they're shocked, and I'm like, okay. I think I killed them because the icon disappeared and it looked like they were all dead.
Mortar, ready to fire.
Okay, now I'm like, okay, now take that one out.
Mortar, at your command, sir. Solid copy. Fire mission received.
Be advised, Commander. A second wave of vehicles.
Now they're
has
hitting
forced
that
the
thing, and I'm
border
like,
and is
God,
approaching on the
I just
highway.
can't.
They're accompanied by self-propelled howitzers this time.
Okay, now they're calling the artillery in.
Static defenses will be hammered by their artillery.
So I got that javelin hidden behind the building. Now they're hitting that striker. I keep saying javelin, but I mean the striker javelin.
We're engaged.
You're so vulnerable with the light vehicles, but yet you have to have them. If I could call in whatever I wanted, I'd probably call in like 6 mortars and then just the rest be infantry and buildings.
Drive.
I'm like, okay, they're running up a little bit. Let me pause it. I need to redo this. And for some reason, up until this point, I keep manually doing each mortar. I don't know why. I haven't grouped them together so I can just, press 1 and like do them both.
Fire coordinates received.
And yeah, I'm checking over here. I'm like, okay, the Lithuanians are still kind of holding out. Those Russians kind of off to the left in the middle. My people are kind of shooting at them and the Lithuanians are shooting at them. So I got that almost dead striker back. Okay, now they're panicked from those mortars.
Mortar ready. Send coordinates. ATGM carrier standing by.
I think I start pulling this guy back too. I'm like, okay, the artillery is going to come in any minute and it's just going to hit everything up there. And I'm pretty grouped up. So let me start pulling people back and spreading them out so the artillery can't hit like multiple things at once.
Anti-tank vehicle in combat. Who wants a skylight for his house?
I can't kill those like infantry guys. Okay, and the artillery's coming down. And I'm like, all right.
Artillery is done. Roger. Fire coordinates received.
I'm like, let's pull back.
ATGM carrier engaged. Send your orders.
And I think I lost a mortar. Unless that was the one I pulled back. I don't like you can look at the infantry and tell the infantry, but when you see the striker, it's like, which one is that? Like, I can tell that's the mortar one right there because I just saw it shoot, but I wish there was some indication looking at that icon from a distance what it was. Like, I can tell the one with the toe or whatever it is over there on the right, or I don't know if that's the toe or the javelin. Like, it's a little different. So I guess you can kind of tell. There's like, you can barely see that one's got a gun, and the other one, you can't really see anything, so that's the mortar. I don't know. I wish it was just a little more obvious without having to mouse over them. And I'm like, okay, do I have more infantry? Let's get all these infantry in. I can't call mortars, right? First thing infantry, second thing artillery. And I'm like, should I call these guys in? I don't know, because I mean the strikers just get wasted. So I'm calling them in, but I'm hiding them. That mortar's still up there. And I'm like, oh, these guys are all over here. Let's mortar these guys. We're down to 5 minutes on the AC-130, but now everybody's kind of starting to come in. So at this point, I'm thinking like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Like, I mean, we still got a lot of troops, but they're coming. A lot of them are coming. They can easily overwhelm us. That was a terrible mortar shot. And see the infantry, like they're taking losses there, but they're spread out enough.
Their artillery fires volley after volley without repositioning. Sadly, our mortars lack the range to provide counter battery.
Yeah, I think the Lithuanian stuff's going to come in soon. Yeah.
Just asking to be beaten. Williams, contact the Lithuanian artillery battery that was training with the strikers. Those PCH 2000s will come in handy.
Okay, so I did move the other mortar back. It didn't get destroyed. The one mortar's up there at the primary objective, and then that one's sitting right there. Okay, I got the scouts. I'm going to get them in the building and then get that truck out of there. Oh, I thought I was putting them in that building. Or maybe I'm putting them in this building. I don't really remember.
Need supplies?
Almost down to 4 minutes. It'd go a lot faster, I know, if I didn't pause it, but... And now I'm thinking like, okay, I need to save up points, right? And I don't have access to that artillery yet, but I'm thinking I gotta save up, because last time I did have to buy them all.
Sir, the Lithuanian artillery responded. One of their
Now this is
platoons
confusing, because they're
already
like,
on
you
its way.
can call it in as a
You can call it as
reinforcement. And I
reinforcement,
already know
Commander.
it's under the support thing, but it's not there, and then it is. Because at first I'm like, what's going on? Where are they at? So I can only call 3 of them in. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, yeah, you know what? We should just bring them in as close to the spawn point as possible. I probably should have put them over on the right, but I'm thinking like, okay, we'll tuck them up right there, and they should be blocked by those buildings. Like, nobody should be able to shoot me until they've passed all of my troops. And that'll let us start shooting. So 3 minutes 45. We've still got 1 set of troops inside the primary and 1 up there in the building. I've got some strikers up there, and then everybody else is back in the secondary, but they're all spread out.
Roger, moving out. Tanks are dead. We're in the missile age now.
Okay, I'm pulling him back. You know, I'm trying to I'm like, can I get more infantry? I need more infantry.
The situation is getting dire here, Miller. One of those planes coming.
3.5
Almost
minutes.
there. Just hold on a few more minutes.
Okay, and then I put them on 1, and so I'm like, okay, now maybe we can do something. I'm like, so where do I shoot? I'm gonna shoot there first. No, or should I shoot there first? I'm like, can I go for their artillery? No, I can't go for their artillery. And I'm like, okay, let's take out these troops,
Direct fire on my mark.
because troops should go down pretty quick. And then I was checking the ammo, so it's just high explosive and then smoke. And then I'm like, oh yeah, let me get some supplies back here. for these guys. They have 135 rounds. I probably didn't need to give them supplies, to be honest, but I knew that the artillery, if we had any chance of winning, the artillery was going to be what slowed these Russians down.
Fighting vehicle is
And I'm still like unsure about the strikers. I've literally got them all hiding behind buildings.
Striker reporting in. ATGM carrier.
That guy's kind of out there, but... So we lost our guys up in the very front building, and then I only have one troop left. Yeah, that's why I paused it here, because I'm like, okay, we're getting ready to lose the primary. Let's make sure everybody's where we want them in the secondary.
Order at your command.
And I'm like, okay, let's get them, make sure the mortars are shooting too. So we got the artillery and the mortars coming in. Yeah, I've got 4 strikers hidden, and then 3 of them are kind of exposed.
Artillery available, sir.
Probably did not need the supplies there at all, but...
Please. Mobile artillery reporting in.
And unfortunately, they're moving forward, so I'm like, oh, okay, we got to redo that. Okay, I just lost my troops in the primary, so they can take the primary now.
Direct fire engagement.
But they're just, that one's just blasting through. I'm like, uh-oh. Is this like, are they just going to rush me now? So I know there's going to be people right there. So I'm thinking like, okay, can I just hit them and slow them down from capping that? And I'm like, oh God, what are all these people over here? Okay, we did lose that checkpoint, but I took out some troops right there.
Target marked. Direct fire.
I'm like, okay, let's pause this. What do I got left? Let's get the mortar shooting at somebody. So we're down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Last time we were at 2 minutes, we were in way worse position than this. Like we had way, way less troops. And there's still some Lithuanians over there. So some of the Russians that would have come at me are tied up over there with the Lithuanians. So that's helping me too. And now I've started saving points for the AC-130 because I'm still unclear. Honestly, sitting here right now, I'm still unclear about the AC-130 thing. I don't quite understand it. Like, because it let me call them in, but then I didn't call them in, and they were there, but there were 2, but there were 4, and yeah, I don't know. So I think I got all my artillery set up now.
Copy. Fire coordinates received. Vehicle heavily damaged. Need maintenance.
And I'm like, who just got hit? Well, it's that one all the way on the left. I'm like, crap, these guys are shooting all the way through there. So then I'm like, okay, we should be able to get some major losses over there. Now I'm a little worried though, these vehicles are pushing up on me. I'm like, okay, can I call infantry in? Nope, no more infantry. I'm like, should I call a javelin in for these vehicles? Should I wait for the AC-130? I'm like, oh, I can call another artillery in. Let's get our 4 artillery. Minute 40. Now all those guys are moving, of course.
Direct fire engagement. Direct fire on my mark.
I'm like, all right, let me pre-shoot there. Let's lead them a little bit with the artillery.
Order ready. Send coordinates.
I think now I've got the artillery on 1 and then the mortars on 2.
Fire coordinates received. Smoke screen deployed.
They're taking some losses there. And I'm like, okay, let me get all 4 of my artillery going now.
Without hardy. Our vehicles are getting hit. We need maintenance. Direct fire engagement.
Down to 50 seconds. And I'm thinking like, okay, 45 seconds. We're going to get the AC-130s in this time for sure. But man, there's a lot of stuff pushing up on me now. They're right in my face. And like, what do? Do I hold the strikers back or do I stick them out where they can shoot?
The cavalry has arrived.
Now this time, see, it just shows 2 AC-130s over there instead of 4. The big thing on the left isn't there. says I can call them in, but I can't call them in because I guess they're already called in. So I select them and I just stuck them right there. And I wasn't for sure, like, because it didn't put an icon, and so I wasn't 100%. Because like when we did the tutorial mission and I called in the air support, you know, I clicked and like it put a little icon down. Oh yeah, and then I'm just like, okay, let me just call people in on foot then. Like, you know, just whatever I could possibly do. Just to try to hold that point. We just got to hold that point, right? And I'm like, okay, these guys are all crowded up now. Let's bring the artillery in on them. We've got 4 troops and a striker. So we have lost a lot. And all those guys, we wiped those guys, or we wiped most of them. We can't see the rest. What I really need is infantry with lots of anti-tank capability. Oh, so then I'm like, wait, I need to sprint them if I have any hope of getting them up there in time before that point gets capped.
You like big guns too? Get in that building.
So I'm just going through each one, tell them to sprint, and then click in a different building.
Copy. We take that building.
And I don't really have hope that they're going to get there in time, but I'm thinking just maybe at the last second, my last troop dies and then they enter that square and it, you know, stops them for another 30 seconds. So now there's like 4 on the screen again.
Proceeding is frag.
And it acts like I can call all 4 in. So then I just start clicking all of them in different spots. I'm like, let's just get them all circulating up here. I can see 2 of them. And notice the timer still says 15 seconds. So this is when we lost last time. And you can see the AC-130s are starting to shoot. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And I go, uh-oh. I didn't think they were going to shoot the AC-130s down. And at this point, I'm like, oh, we're going to lose again. We're going to lose. The AC-130s are not taking those guys out. The AC-130s are going to get shot down. Most of my troops are gone. I'm like, let me just call. Who can I call in? Let's just keep sending anything I possibly can into that zone just to give the AC-130s a chance. Because there's no way I'm taking all those vehicles out without, you know, AC-130s. I think I'm about ready to unpause it. I still get a little confused sometimes. The left click, right click thing. Some of this, it's like a lot of games, movement is one thing and attack is the other. And in this game, movement is sometimes left click and movement is sometimes right click, which is very confusing to me.
Artillery available, sir.
And in fact, attacking can be left click and right click. And I'm like, can I call more of these in? What can I do here? Because it showed 4, but then I've got 2.
Gunship here.
I'm like, oh, I can make flares drop. Great.
One more hit. My truck is done.
And now I'm down to 2 sets of troops. That truck is coming in with another troop.
Could you please pay a bit more attention to these planes?
Oh, and then the AC-130 got shot down. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to lose again. I don't even know how I'm going to replay this.
Looks like they've had enough for today.
That was a close shave. The Striker Brigade is in poor shape and needs to be withdrawn. But they bought us
And just
precious
like
time
that,
to organize our next
apparently
move.
the Russians
Congratulations,
retreated.
Commander.
I don't know why,
No
because
time for congratulations. Reports indicate Russian penetrations in all the main axes leading to the 3 capital cities of the Baltic states. So there you have it, General. Your long-awaited war.
and I'm like, oh, well, I wanted to watch the AC-130s wipe everybody out. And then the mission ended. And I got more XP, but I still haven't hit 2. So I still don't, even now, I don't know what happens when I get to 2. Like, what is that? Does that do anything for me? I have no idea. How much longer is in this video? 2 more minutes. Oh, so here I'm reading off the medals. Oh, and the silver medal, don't lose any crossroads. Not on medium difficulty, at least. Maybe if I played on easy. And then I was curious to see what the next mission was. Yeah. So we've done those 2 in Lithuania, because that was the training and then the first mission. And then over there, we get to pick from 3 different ones.
Russian troops are pouring into
So that was the
Baltic
one we
states
just
through every
defended,
checkpoint from
is the one with the
Narva in
striker that
north
lit up.
to Vilnius
And
in
then
the south.
those other 3 up there,
Russians have threatened
I'm not even going to try to
Europe with the
pronounce
use of
them.
nuclear weapons if
The
they
2 blue
dare to
ones at
get
the top,
involved.
and then the red one
The
over
threat
there.
is effective.
I don't know what those have to
We've
do,
been
and I'm a little
left to fend
confused
for
by the map
ourselves.
too, because I see Russia,
We won't be able to
Latvia,
prevent the
Lithuania,
invasion of
Belarus.
Estonia and
I'm like,
Latvia.
okay, yeah, Russia's over there.
Quickly end
Why
up
is
bogged
Russia
down in a
between
long and
Lithuania and
exhausting war
Poland,
for
though?
attrition
Is that
in Lithuania.
another country they took? I haven't looked at a map in a while, but I don't remember Russia having a little tiny sliver in there.
Hard and fast, but will rapidly lose effectiveness.
Then our best chance is to seize a bargaining chip to negotiate with.
And what do you propose?
We take Kaliningrad.
I like it. We have enough forces in Poland and in the Baltic Sea to take the city and even the entire Oblast if things go well. I will prepare attack plans on strategic targets around the city.
Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, the 3 missions are on the left. I'm confused here because I'm like, wait, what's this one? I'm like, do I have to go to the left? Can I go to that one? I'm like, oh, I think I can go to that one and pick those 2, but I'm like, no, let's just pick one of these 3. So there's the one you can take the airfield, and I'm like, I've seen that one. I watched a YouTuber play it, so I'm like, I've seen that mission. Cool. Then there's that one, assault the port from the sea. And then that one is just a bunch of tanks through the woods or whatever. And so I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to do the air-based heist because I've seen that one already. So I end up picking the big wave. And yeah, and that's it. So we'll end it there.